Good morning, my name is Brianna. Thank you so much for joining in this practice today. So we will be doing a 30-minute gentle practice. We'll move through all of the ranges of motion within our body. We'll begin with a centering and breathing practice. Then we will begin to move all of our body. We'll get to explore our motion this morning, work out any kinks from maybe when you slept or if you're practicing a little later on in your day. We'll get to work out any kinks or tightness that may have sort of compiled over the day. And then we will finish with a couple minutes of meditation and recentering and regrouping and integration. Please feel free to honor your body and practice at any time. This is absolutely your practice. I'm really just here to offer suggestions. Feel free to take them or leave them and make this practice your own. Celebrate your own movements, and exactly what you can do with your body is perfect today. So that's our practice, and without further ado, thank you so much, and let's go ahead and start by lying down. So as you come into this space, use a moment or two to just shift and adjust. And as you begin to find that space of most comfort, allow your gaze to soften. Draw in a nice big full inhale, and as you exhale, sigh it away. We'll do two more just like that. Big full breath in. One more big full breath in. And as you exhale, allow it to be fuller, bigger, deeper. And just allow your breath to settle into its own natural rhythm. Pardon me. And as you settle into the natural rhythm of your breath, give yourself permission to just notice the sounds and sensations you may observe this morning. What sounds are calling for your attention? Gradually draw your attention a little deeper inward and begin to notice how your physical body arrives onto your mat or into your space. And with the next 2-3 breaths or so, begin to check in and notice any sensations you may or may not notice in your own physical body. And as you begin to observe, see if you can notice without trying to put a label on what you feel or don't feel. Just begin to observe from a place of non-attachment. From your physical body, gradually draw your attention into your breath body. Begin to check in with the quality of your inhales and exhales. Ever so gradually allow your breath to deepen into the bowl of your belly. Allow your breath to expand front to back, side to side. And with the next couple of breaths, allow each inhale to radiate and expand fully into your entire body. Allow each exhale to soften completely. Begin to integrate your breath and body. And see if you can hold this integration, hold this awareness as we move through our practice this morning. Hold this awareness of your breath and body and notice how they play and resonate with each other. Bring your hands together at your heart. Either palms together or maybe your hands rest on one another. And from this space around your hands and heart, come into a place of gratitude. And from this place of gratitude, bring to mind one thing that you are grateful for today. We'll just hold this gratitude in our heart as we move through our practice. Your inhale, reach your arms overhead, lengthen from fingertips to toes. Stretch from side to side, front and back. Interlace your fingers, reach your arms nice and long, point your toes, stretch, big full inhale. And as you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. And just hold a knee in each hand and maybe make some circles with your knees, bringing in some movement into your hips and low back. Your circles may go the same direction. Maybe your circles go opposite direction. There's no right or wrong way to do this, as long as it's most comfortable to you, and reverse directions. And release. Bring both feet to the mat. Reach your right toes up to the sky, hold your right leg, bring a little bit of movement into your right foot, point and flex. Draw some circles with your toes, and go the other way. And pause, lengthen through the sole of your foot, big full inhale, and as you exhale, bend your knee, lower your heel. And root your foot back up to the sky. We'll just do that a couple of times. And the next time you bend your knee, hug it on in. Relax your foot or soften your foot, soften your shoulders. Pardon me. And hold your hand, hold your right knee with your hand. Reach your left arm out to the side and just begin to make some big circles with your right knee and right hip. Maybe add some rocking into your hips and low back. And reverse directions. Come back to center. Bring your right knee or your right ankle to your left knee. Gently open up through your right side. Even out your hips and side waist here, an option to rock your knees from side to side. Option to weave your hands through to your left hamstring, hug your knees on into your chest. And just breathe fully. And release. Bring both feet down. And just pause, big full breath here. And we'll play that on side B. So reach your left leg up to the sky. And you can hold your leg here if you'd like. Just bring some movement into your left foot. Point and flex. Draw some circles with your toes. And go the other way. And pause, big full breath through the sole of your foot. Exhale, bend your knee, lower your heel, and then reach it back up to the sky. I'll just do a couple of those with your own breath, at your own pace. And the next time you hug your knee in or you bend your knee, hug it into your chest. Soften your foot, soften your shoulders. Hold your knee with your left hand, reach your right arm out to the side. Just make some big hip circles. One side's going to cooperate a little better than the other, so just honor any differences that show up here. And reverse directions. And the next time you find center, slide your left ankle over to your right knee. Reach your arms out to the side and gently rock your knees from side to side. Option to pause anywhere that may need a little extra attention or support. And one more option to weave your hands through to your right hamstring. Hug your knees on in. And release. Bring both knees into your chest. Reach your arms out to a T. Big full breath in, and as you exhale, lower your knees to the right. Gently let your gaze go over to your left fingertips. Inhale back to center. And lower your gaze to the right as you lower your knees to the left. Do that twice more on each side. And one more on each side. And the next time you find center, pause and rock or roll your way to a most comfortable seated position. I like to sit on a blanket. It helps my knees soften a little bit and helps my low back. You're more than welcome to sit on a blanket or a pillow or even a block if you have one at home, whatever makes your seated position the most comfortable. And my legs are crossed. Your legs can be in any position that serves your body in practice this morning. So let your fingertips touch down. Inhale, sweep your right arm up, hinge over to the left. And inhale, sweep your left arm up, hinge over to the right. And one more time on each side. Inhale, reach both arms up, allow your shoulders to soften. And as you exhale, let your fingertips touch down behind you, bend your elbows, curl your shoulder blades together, lift your heart to the sky. Big full breath. One more time here. And make your way to center. Option to keep your legs just as they are if they're crossed and you want to switch the cross, give it a go. Let your fingertips touch down, roll your shoulders forward. And and go the other way. Reach your arms to shoulder height, lengthen from fingertips to fingertips, and give yourself a hug. Right arm on top, left arm underneath. Just give yourself a good old squeeze. Maybe pat yourself on the back. Why not? An option to pause right here, maybe lengthen through your elbows. Option to draw your hands together. And one more option may be to bring your arms together in this parallel shape. Wherever you are, allow your breath to expand fully into the back side of your body. On your inhale, open your arms nice and wide, big reverse hug, and then switch. So bring your left arm on top, right arm underneath. Give yourself a second hug or pat on the back. Some days you just need it. And option to pause or lengthen through your elbows. You may even stay here. Option to cross your arms together so that your palms begin to reach, or option to parallel your hands. Wherever you are, find your big, full, expansive breath. On your inhale, open your arms nice and wide, big reverse hug. Let your fingertips touch down one more time. Bend your elbows, curl your shoulder blades together, lift your heart to the sky. And come back to center. So let's shift on to hands and knees. I like to place my blanket underneath my knees to offer a little bit of support. You're more than welcome to do that as well. As you settle in, make sure your knees are just underneath your hips and about hips width apart. And your hands are right underneath your shoulders, or if it's more comfortable on your wrists, you can have your hands out just a little bit. So with the rhythm of your breath, we're going to bring some movement into our spine. So as you inhale, soften your belly, draw your heart and gaze forward and up. And exhale, round your spine to the sky. Draw your gaze towards your belly button. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, soften your belly, heart and gaze forward and up. And exhale, round your spine. We'll do two more with your breath. And on this last one, draw your toes together, widen your knees as much as is comfortable. Sit your hips to your heels, allow your upper body to come to rest on the mat. Maybe your forehead rests on your hands. Wherever you are, allow your breath to fill the entire back side of your body. Soften into your hips, ribs, the space between your shoulders. Just another breath here. On your inhale, come all the way on to your knees. Step your right foot forward. And your back toes can be pointed, or maybe they're curled underneath, whatever feels best in your body here. Wherever you happen to be with your feet, allow your hips to soften. Allow your shoulders to soften. Breathe nice and big and full, and on your inhale, swoop your arms up. And exhale, hinge forward, let your fingertips touch down, just send your hips back. And two more times, just like that. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, reach forward, hands touch down, shift your hips back. One more time. And inhale, inhale, shift forward, leave your left hand on the mat, right hand to your knee, gently twist open. One more big full breath here. And release. Come back to center and we'll switch legs. So bring your right foot back, left foot forward. Soften into your hips. Again, one side's going to cooperate better than the other, and that's totally fine. Adjust, adapt any part of this so that your body is most comfortable. Now on your inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, reach your hands forward, let them touch down, draw your hips back, lengthen your front leg. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands touch down, hips go back. One more time. And inhale, shift forward. This time keep your right hand on the mat, left hand to your knee. Twist open to the other side. Pardon my back to you. Breathe fully. And come back to center. Let your knees touch down. Bring your hands back to the mat. Curl your toes underneath, and on your inhale, lift your hips up and back. Allow your knees to be as bent as is comfortable for you. And just use a couple of breaths here, work out any lingering tension or tightness. Maybe rock your knees from side to side, or bend your knees one at a time, rock your hips from side to side. And just another breath or two. Pause for a moment, find a place of relative stillness. One more big full breath. On your exhale, touch your knees down. Swing your legs around to the front. Bring the soles of our feet together. And just pause for a moment. Press your feet together. Lengthen through your spine. As you exhale, draw your knees towards the earth. We'll do that a couple more times. Press into your feet, lengthen your spine, soften your shoulders. Exhale, draw your knees down. And one more time, press into your feet, lengthen, and draw your knees to the earth. And just pause here, big full breath. And release. Come into a most comfortable seated position. And as you begin to find your comfortable seat, lower your right ear to your right shoulder. And bring your your chin to your chest, left ear to left shoulder. And chin to your chest one more time, right ear to right shoulder. And chin to your chest, left ear to left shoulder. And chin to your chest. Let your fingertips touch down to the mat, and on your inhale, sweep your arms and gaze up. And exhale, fold forward. Pause and breathe. Find one place in which you can soften. center. One more time, switch the cross on your legs, if they're crossed. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, lift your chin, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold it forward. Honor the differences that may show up on this side. Allow your breath to be full. And gently come back to center. And with the next couple of breaths, I invite you to find a most comfortable seat so that we can finish our practice or conclude our practice together with a few minutes of a meditation. Allow your hands to rest where it's most comfortable. If it's in your body in practice, maybe your palms face the sky in a position of reception. Option to turn your hands towards the earth in a position of groundedness. And some days you just need one of each, and that's okay too. So from wherever you happen to be, allow your gaze to soften. Draw in a nice big full inhale. Exhale, just sigh it away. One more time, just like that. Big full breath in. Sigh it away. With the next couple breaths, just allow yourself to arrive into this space. Allow yourself to notice the sensations of your body as it makes connection with the mat or the supports underneath you. And begin to draw your attention into the support of your own body. The support of your sit bones. Notice the support of your spine. Notice the support of your breath. Gentle rhythm of your inhales and exhales. And each time you notice your attention and your focus begin to wander and drift, ever so patiently bring it on back to the rhythm of your breath, to the sensations within your own body. And just a couple more breaths, just in this place of mindful awareness. To be mindful is to pay attention on purpose, in the present moment. And just another breath or two here together. Gently float your hands to your heart. Lower your chin, draw your gaze inward into a place that feels a little something like gratitude. And from this place of gratitude, bring to mind one more thing that you are grateful for today. On your inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms together. Honor yourself, those around you, and your yoga practice. Exhale, bring your hands to your forehead, that your thoughts may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. To your lips, that your words may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. And to your hearts, that your actions may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. Thank you all so much for being here today and for sharing in this practice. Feel free to tune in 9 more times throughout the day. There's more practices, movement practices, breathing, meditation, guided rest. You can always visit the website veteransyogaproject.org for more practices as well, also on YouTube. So thank you so much. Have a really wonderful day. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you.